Well, my Honda was getting pretty old and I needed to buy a new car, and it was 2 years ago, I guess now, that I started thinking about it. And I just couldn't stomach the idea of getting an all-gasoline car in 2010. It just seemed wrong. So I started looking at, and the hybrids the Prius wasn't really a satisfying drive for me, which sounds funny for me to even hear myself say. The fact that I'm on a panel talking about cars at all is hysterical, because I just could have cared less about cars for my entire life. So here I am, except to use them for things. So, it also appealed to me, the all-electric drive. I got in one. I tried a few, actually, a Roadster as well, and I actually liked the Leaf more, which I know you would find amazing. But
that would be a Tesla Roadster?
I did, and it's just, I don't think I was the demographic for it, but the Leaf was just smooth, fast. All of a sudden, cars were like, you know, amazing. They could be silent, and wow. So I liked the drive a lot, and it appealed to me that I could get an HOV sticker and get over the bridge. I live in the Oakland Hills, into the city easier when I needed to. And so it was the environmental thing, but it was also that the car was fun to drive. Yeah.
John, you are very much of a driving enthusiast. Tell us how you got into an electric car.
Well, I've been a BMW driver for many years and really appreciate the performance aspect of their cars. And I got involved in the electric vehicle industry about 2 or 3 years ago, before BMW actually announced that they were having a car. And I test drove a lot of the other vehicles, models that were out there, but wasn't very satisfied with comparing it against my BMW driving experience. So when I learned that BMW was going to have a program, I stayed on top of what they're now calling the Electronaut program, and was fortunate enough to become one of 700 people who have this car in the United States right now.
And so this car is only available to a select few, and it's only leased, right?
It's a lease-only vehicle for 2 years. I have to turn it back in the early spring of 2014, and they're going to use that as they're using us as a test bed, if you will, to understand drivers' experiences as they continue to build their electric platform.
And are they going to take them out in the desert and crush them like General Motors?
I hope not. Can I be there to see that?
Yeah, no, there's not going to be a movie. Okay, and just for the record, you wouldn't be caught dead in a Nissan Leaf, right?
I prefer the BMW driving experience. I like to think it's the ultimate electric driving experience.
Felix, Kramer, you're a twofer. Tell us about both of your plug-in cars.
Well, actually, my story started as an advocate in 2006 when I got a plug-in Prius conversion. And the first thing I did was I wanted to find out how inconvenient it was to have this car. So I tested by going into my garage and plugging it in and driving, and then coming home and unplugging it. And it added 9 seconds either side to my day, my trouble. So it really was not much of an inconvenience at all. And I've been an advocate for all this time, and my dream came true when the Chevy Volt came to market in 2009. We got one of the first ones. And
it's number 9?
Number 9, yeah. And Ron Gremben, the co-founder of CalCars, got an early one also, and we drove up to Novato and picked them up, and we were in heaven because these cars were finally on the road. And then a month and a half later, we got a Leaf because we needed 2 cars. So we have a plug-in hybrid, which many people with the Volt are getting 150, 200 mile average, cumulative miles per gallon. We're much lower than that because this is a car that we drive around in the neighborhood all the time, but we can take it up to Tahoe anytime we want. And so it was the first commercial mass-produced plug-in car to be able to twiddle around in Tahoe and get back and forth to the Bay Area. And then for everyday driving, we got the Leaf because that's the first car out of the driveway every day because it's a little more efficient. It's got a longer range. So we use the Leaf all the time. When we're both driving, we use the Leaf and the Volt. Or when we're going for a long trip, we have the Volt.